Hello everyone, this is James. I go by Cephalus on the various saber forums. I'm here today with you in one of my spinning spots to do a brief review on the Ultrasabers Aeon V4. I have a couple here with me, one in blue, one in red. You'll notice that I use these in a lot of my videos. I'll focus on the red one here right now. One of the things that this has going for it over the V3, the V3 has two choke points on either side of the activation button. The V4 has added a third up here by the emitter. The nice thing about the three choke points is that it gives you plenty of places so that you know where your hand is when you're spinning, so that you don't have to look at the saber. You can figure out where you are. Another nice thing about it, specifically this new choke point that they added up here, is that it's very nicely situated between the points of balance. I've got a heavy grade saber blade in this right now, which puts my point of balance right about here out on the blade. With a mid-grade blade, my point of balance is over here on this knob between the two choke points. There's grooves in this knob to install O-rings, which I have on it right now. So with a mid-grade blade, I can flip it in the air and it rotates right around this easy-to-grip knob right in the middle. Okay. With the heavy-grade blade, it rotates out here, which I'll show you. A little bit wider of an arc, but you still notice the usefulness of this new grip point that they've added up at the top. Another nice thing about this point is the emitters, okay, or the vents rather. You notice that those vents look pretty nice. That's a feature in a basic saber, which is a change for Ultrasabers. You used to only be able to get the vents in the higher end MHS sabers. Putting them in a decent stunt working saber was a really nice touch. Another thing about this saber, it's kind of plain on its own. A lot of Ultrasabers in the base end are kind of like that. They get some critique for that on different forums, but one of the nice things about it is it leaves a lot of it up to you, the user. You notice here I've got a leather grip installed, some O-rings, some colored vinyl button accent here. So you really can do whatever you want with it. They just give you the bare necessity, and it's got a lot of different ridges in here that make it easy to customize. So a pretty decent working saber, pretty easy to customize. One more thing about those three grip points. This new one up at the top is situated such that with the one on the bottom and the one at the top, it's perfect for hand rolls. Okay, you see if I'm gripping here and then the saber rolls over my hand, I'm gripping on this other grip point right here. I'll show it to you real quick. Pretty convenient when it comes to use. So overall, I'd say it's a pretty decent saber. It's got a nice cost point that puts it below $100. It's bright, just like all of the other Ultrasabers. It's customizable. Feels really good in the hand. The only downside to this is the same as with all other Ultrasabers. The internals. You may have heard it rattling around a little bit when I was throwing it up in the air there. The LEDs are great, but this battery pack right here, in a working saber, takes a little bit of abuse. I've had these things crack up quite a bit. The nice point is that these are just a few cents to replace. They're pretty easy to replace, and if you have a mind to, you can pad them with other materials so that they don't do that. So the lack of a chassis is a bit of a drawback, but overall, for the price point and the design, this is a very good working saber. It's plenty bright. It feels really nice in the hand. It's easy to use. I would highly recommend it, and I've actually switched to the V4 off of a lot of my V3s for that reason, mostly because of this choke point up here. Hopefully this review has been of use to you. If it has, please either like this video or view some of the other ones on my channel, and I will see you on the forums.